Hi, co-creators. It's It's day 8 of my 100-day challenge. Today I've been really drained mentally and emotionally. It's about 2:20 a.m. in the morning, and I'm just getting home about 20 minutes ago or so. My daughter, who is a young adult, she's 20 years old. She lives with her boyfriend. I got a phone call yesterday at about 4 p.m. and it was from her boyfriend saying that my daughter was trying to commit suicide because he does not want to be with her anymore. So he called me, and of course I rushed right over and I took her to the hospital, and I've been at the hospital ever since. I just came home. They transferred her to another facility. So I came home, and I will be there tomorrow. I'm taking off from work and all that. But needless to say, this is my day 8, and this is what's happening to me at this point. And I'm emotionally drained in more ways than I can even begin to describe. I don't know. I really don't understand this, but I understand that she is more than likely, there has to be something going on emotionally. I'm sure she's wanting attention and whatnot, but those of you out there that pray, just say a little prayer for me and for her. And if you could just give me some comments, those of you that are parents, maybe some words of wisdom that I could use to help us at this time in this situation, would be greatly appreciated. This is the beginning of my day 8, so I will post another video blog later in the day, or maybe as my day unwinds, and update you guys as to the status of what's happening and what's going on in that situation. Hi guys. Okay, this is still day 8. It's a few hours later than when I previously started this at 2 something this morning. And I had a little bit of rest, not much. And as I'm laying down and trying to get to sleep, which I didn't, I'm just thinking, how am I going to deal with the situation, and in what way can I help my kid? Well, this whole 100-day challenge and this whole process is helping me focus on things that I am grateful for, and I have so much to be grateful for this morning. So I want to start out this video vlog with my gratitude, because things could have been so much different. I could be sitting here crying, making funeral arrangements right now, and I have my daughter. She's still with us, and I'm so ever so grateful for that. She's still in the hospital, and they're going to keep her for, I'm not sure exactly how long, but I'm just thankful for that as well. And in the meantime, I know that Spirit will lead and guide me in ways that I can maybe be able to touch her heart and help her to understand that this is a temporary situation. And most people in their 20s go through something like this. I remember my 20s wishing that I could die because when my boyfriend broke my heart, the pain was just so overwhelming. And I definitely can relate to that. But when I look back now in my 40s, even when I was in my 30s, I could look back to my 20s and think, what the heck was I thinking? And I know that she will have that day if she could just hang on and just get through this time. This is a rough time right now, just growing and learning and trying to figure out who you are as a person and whatnot. So my prayer is that she will just hold on, and it's rough right now. It feels like life is over, and I totally understand that, but it's not. It hasn't even begun just yet. I was feeling unloved, unappreciated. I have a whole lot of issues about being appreciated. I feel unappreciated by my kid, and that's for me has been my issue with her, and she has some issues with me that we're going to have to deal with. But I know that the whole unappreciation, um, or that feeling of being unappreciated and unloved, that's a my issue thing. And I had shared with you guys in a previous video about my first date of the year, and with George that flew down over the weekend, and we've decided that we're going to continue getting to know each other and start to see each other exclusively. And he called me yesterday while I was at the hospital, and I didn't answer, but I texted him back and let him know what was going on with me. And I shared with him that I needed a hug. I wish he was here that I could have a hug. And I know the women, you guys are going to relate. You know, I just needed for him to say, oh, I wish I was there to hug you. And I didn't get that. He just kind of, you know, brushed past that part and was, you know, letting me know how terrible the situation, you know, with my daughter was. And that's something that I already know. But I was needing for my emotional need to be met. And then he never called back to check to see if I was okay. He never texted me to see if I was okay. So I was feeling really weird about that. And my previous behaviors, you know, if I gotten a feeling like that from someone, I generally will run in the opposite direction. But I decided to be a big girl about it and just ask him. So I texted him this morning, and I asked him if, you know, what we were doing. You know, maybe he had changed his mind about pursuing a relationship, and I wasn't really sure where we are right now. I'm feeling like there's a major disconnect because I'm just feeling uncared about in light of the situation. And so he calls me and we talked about it, and he was like, no, we're definitely pursuing a relationship, but I understand, you know, I had to share with him what my needs were, especially being long distance. I've never done a long distance relationship. I've never wanted to do that because you have to plan when you're going to see the person, and I like to be able to see the person if I'm having a bad day, or call them or run by and get a hug or some affection or something. And you just can't do that when they are, you know, over an hour away. So, you know, we talked about it, and I told him that I needed for him to be extra creative because I'm a very affectionate person, and I need, especially right now, I'm not feeling the greatest. I just need some, I guess I need for my emotional needs to be met right now. And I know most guys don't really work on emotion. They're logical, and I understand that, but I just share with him what I needed. I need for you to be creative and letting me know that you wish that you were here to give me a hug too. That would have been a response that would have made me feel better versus, oh, this is horrible. I know that this is horrible, but I need a hug. My emotional needs to be met. So anyway, I told him, I said, you know, and you may not be familiar with having to do that, but this is what my need is. And so he agreed that he would work on that. So I'm feeling better about that, very happy about that. I'm thankful for that as well. I have spoken with my daughter this morning, and she's feeling not really the greatest. I think her state of mind or being is based on whether or not her boyfriend is going to take her back or not. And I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that it's healthy, but, you know, she's going to have to go through this process. And I'm just praying for the best outcome. So I ask you guys to keep me lifted up in your prayers and your meditations, and send some positive energy my way. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye.